Okay, and then
Hey, howdy, howdy, howdy. Welcome back. So I guess we're going to finish some of the Disney Plus. We're going to try to make headway. I noticed I was gaining traction on views, so I'm happy to finish the Disney Plus launch title list. Even though it's launched, even though it's out, I really want to count. Aria's so against it. She is so against it. But let's start. 1998 Disney Channel original Brink.
oh man, Brink, I remember that.
I love this movie.
That was their first original movie.
That was their first. No. It has one of my favorite Power Rangers, Walter Jones, the Black Power Ranger. Yes, like he is in it. I am all about the Brink.
Yeah, for those of you who are not familiar with Brink, it's about a kid who loves to rollerblade and do it competitively.
Yes, it's because I mean you know the 90s Disney is when Disney bought ESPN.
Yeah.
It's when the X Games was really big, really marketable, and I believe it's a tie into the X Games. Like
it is. It's like there's a whole thing with it.
Like
I just remembered it was a pretty cool movie.
I mean, the Goofy movie sequel, extremely Goofy movie, is a giant X Games tie-in during that buyout of ESPN.
Yeah, and then we have Halloween Town. Oh my goodness, the feels. I forget it was 1998 when it came out.
It really does seem like a 2000s movie.
It really does, but it's
like most of these movies seem like a 2000s movie. Because, like, I love Halloween Town. And so crazy thing about Halloween Town, the first one, there's 3 kids.
Yeah.
And then all the sequels, the youngest child is gone. She's absent. I don't know what happened behind the scenes.
I remember that. That was really weird. But, like, yeah. Like, I remember Halloween Town because I really liked the, it reminded me of, like, Tim Burton's The Night Before Christmas. Like, all the Halloween shit is in one place. And it's called Halloween Town.
I mean, I really liked it because it was like the monsters are real. It's like anytime they did it, it's like that's one of the things I loved about Scooby Doo. It's like in the TV show, it was always fake. It was always a guy in a mask. But in the movies,
it's always real.
In the movies, they were always real monsters. Even the goofy ones like Scooby Doo and the Boo School.
I love that movie so much.
And the Reluctant Werewolf. It's like even the pure comedy ones are. The monsters are real.
That's like my favorite Scooby movie.
It's like all of them, and especially like later on. I know I shouldn't be going into Warner Brothers property, but Scooby Doo is awesome. I love Scooby Doo. I don't hate Scrappy Doo the biggest, but Scooby Doo, all the movies, the monsters are real. Even when all the 2000 live action or animated ones, they were real. The live action, I haven't seen the live action Scooby Doo movies. They're kids movies. And so next we've got Lizzie McGuire vehicle, Xenon, girl of the 21st century.
Oh my goodness. I loved that movie.
I love that movie
so much. It like made me really excited for the future. Like it made me like totally thinking that I could live in space. It didn't happen, of course. I was really disappointed when the next year came along after that, which was 2000.
I don't know. I really like that movie. I really like. I like Lizzie McGuire. She was cute. I watched her show, but I really loved that.
No, Hilary Duff's not in it.
Or
the main actress is someone else. It's not Hilary Duff.
No, Xenon. Those are all Hilary Duff movies.
No, it's not Hilary Duff. Xenon is not Hilary Duff. I swear, it is not Hilary Duff. I know this for a fact.
Anyway, the best friend was Raven-Symoné.
I know Raven-Symoné is in it.
Yes.
I know that, but it is not Hilary Duff.
I love that movie. But yeah, so next is 1999 again. We've got. I love this one too because Kelly Segal is in it. Smart House. It's like
that's a really good movie.
Yeah, it's a really fun movie. It's like Kelly Segal plays a smart house. For those of you who don't know who Kelly Segal is, she was the mother on Sons of Anarchy and Married with Children.
And she voices Leela in Futurama.
Yeah, she does a lot of voice acting work. Like, She's been a voice actress since like Married with Children was on air.
It's Kirsten Storms.
Oh, it's Kirsten Storms the first one?
Yeah, and the second one and the third one.
I could have swore that was Lizzie McGuire.
No, it is not Hilary Duff.
Oh, well. I'm wrong. Anyway. Smart House. It's a great movie. It's like it's about these kids, like they win a contest and they get this smart house, and the smart house is voiced by Kelly Segal.
And it's
the house falls in love with the dad.
Yeah, because the kid wants a mom, but he doesn't like his dad dating, so he makes the house into a mom. So he messes with her.
He reprograms the house,
and so she ends up falling in love with the dad,
and going all psycho like you would. It's like HAL 9000 for kids.
Essentially, yeah, it's like HAL 9000 for kids.
Yeah, the next one was a great movie because I actually had been learning to surf in real life.
Johnny Tsunami.
Johnny Tsunami. Yes, love it.
Oh my god, I remember that movie.
Yes, I have lots of Polynesian pride in that movie.
No, that was a great movie. I actually really thought... That actually got me into surfing for a bit, too. Though I live in Minnesota, so it's not like we got waves.
And see, I was hanging out in Hawaii for a bit in '99 with my uncle. And it was so fucking fun. It was so Genius. I don't really remember Genius.
I don't remember.
It's about a child prodigy who was homeschooled. Like,
I am not familiar.
I don't know. It's about a child genius. That's weird. 99. I remember a lot of weird movies about children doing stuff children shouldn't do, like Baby Geniuses. Like, that's one of those really bad movies that I saw in theaters as a kid. But it's...
I can't remember it.
Yeah, no, I'm reading, but I don't understand anything. But next we have Dunk Under the Bed, which was a fun one.
That one's the one where it's like the invisible friends turn into the boogeyman, right?
Something like that. It's
That was actually very creative.
I
loved that.
I feel like the Babadook, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of ripped it off a bit.
Oh my god, you're right.
As I think about it, and I love the Babadook. The Babadook is one of the few times I've been legitimately scared in a horror movie in the last, like, 10 years. Like, I really like that one. But, I don't remember much of it other than it's some weird, creepy shit going on. And I don't really want to spoil shit, because...
The Babadook's really good, but...
I mean, the Babadook's good, but I'm talking about Don't Go Under the Bed.
Well, it wasn't, like, creepy so much as, like...
I mean, my biggest issue with the Babadook is that they didn't double down on the kid being autistic.
Well, no, like, Don't Look Under the Bed, like, wasn't really creepy so much as, like... I mean, there was some creepy parts, but it was kind of, like, hokey.
Yeah, it was children horror. It was
it was very hokey.
It was like Goosebumps.
Yeah, it was kind of like that, but it had a nice message, like, you know, don't take people for granted. And,
yeah, which,
you know, like...
Speaking of Goosebumps, when they were playing that on Cartoon Network during that CN Real period, it was the only one I was okay with. It was the only live action show I was okay with.
I hated when Cartoon Network had that. Ugh.
I mean, I didn't really hate that one that was part live action cartoon.
Well,
but,
I mean, anyway, let's not get into that.
Yeah.
Horse Sense, I feel like that's the one with the girl who becomes a jockey, right?
Yeah.
And the horse can talk to her, and it can listen to music, and it causes it to go fast. It's like, that's the one, right?
I don't think that's the one. 'Cause
I swear that's it.
It could be, but, I mean, I'm reading the wiki.
What is it?
It's like, I'm reading the wiki. Michael Woods is a lazy, preppy 20-year-old living off his parents' wealth in Los Angeles, while struggling through college classes and dating a spoiled heiress. Wow. Michael learns his 11-year-old cousin, Tommy Biggs, who he has not seen since the family reunion several years earlier, will soon be arriving from Montana to visit. Yeah, Michael Tommy aside.
Okay, I have never seen this movie. I'm like,
whatever. It's one of the. I haven't seen the movie, but I've seen the movie. It's one of those. Hey, here's a fish out of water scenario, and here's this lazy motherfucker who's going to have to get his shit together.
It's the one with the brothers, and the brother, like, okay, it's the one with the brothers actors, but it's like
Joey and Andrew Lawrence.
Yeah, and like
okay, now I remember.
Yes, because like
Joey
they had a sequel to this too. I remember this movie so well. They had a sequel of them on an island, and that's when the third brother gets in it, and the third brother is the one that was on Boy Meets World.
I don't know if it's a sequel or it's just another movie with them together.
It's kind of like a sequel, but it's
I
like
know
they're
they
on
had a
boat.
TV show together. I'm like, I know they had a TV show together.
Oh man, that was such a good. Didn't he play Robin?
He did play Robin, I think.
Yeah,
Wait.
I swear the oldest brother played Robin.
No,
right?
And you're talking about Schumacher's Robin. Right?
I think so, yeah. Wasn't that him? Or
No, that was Chris O'Donnell.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It looks very similar.
Yeah, no. Back in the days of VHS, that made me cool for a day in school.
Okay, and then,
yeah, horses. We have Whispers and Elephant's Tail.
I am not familiar with that.
I think that actually might actually be in the wrong section. That might be a doc.
Okay.
It might be a nature doc. Let me see.
I mean, yeah, because I don't remember.
Yeah, no, that's a live-action nature doc. Oh, it was a direct-to-DVD.
Oh.
So I guess it premiered on Disney Channel. I guess that was his television premiere.
And then Alley Cat Strike, that's actually a good movie. That's about a jock who has to go on the bowling team.
Oh, yeah. That's a really fun one.
And that one's really cool because I like the fact, like, they had actually decent swing music playing. Like, these kids are, like, total hipsters. And here comes this jock who's, like, was he, like, a basketball player or a football player? One of the two.
I think he was a football player.
He was the guy who played the live action cousin, not the puppet, in Cousin Skeeter.
Oh, yeah. I forgot his name.
He plays the jock.
I just watched a documentary about his other show, One on One with Kyla Pratt.
Nice.
But yeah, yeah. After that, we've got Rip Girl.
That one was a surfing one, but girl-orientated, if I remember correctly.
Yeah, that was super dope.
That one I don't remember much of.
I don't know. I can't say I remember too much of it myself, other than it was just really cute girls and really modest swimsuits.
Yes!
Like, they were modest swimsuits. Like there were more skirts instead of bikinis.
Well, they never did bikinis. They did tankinis, essentially.
Yeah.
So it's like
they were super modest and cute, and that was at the beginning of this my fashion spark 2000. Like, I was just like, that's really cute. Not in like a sexual way or anything, just like in a real fashion way. It's like I'm super weird about fashion. It's like, because I told there's this funny, like, I was on the bus and there was this girl who had this really dope long black coat on. I was like, that is dope. And I was just like, hey, dope jacket. I was get off the bus, and that's it. That's all it was.
And then we have Stepsister from Planet Weird. That's a great movie. I actually quite liked that movie. It's where a girl's parents divorce.
Yeah.
She gets really pissed off about it because she doesn't want that to happen, and her mom finds a guy and falls in love with him, and she finds out that they're actually aliens made of gas.
Yeah.
Like, they're bubbles, essentially.
It's just one of those weird movies that...
But I actually liked it. It was a good movie. Like, it wasn't horrible. It had a good plot line and everything.
It's one of those movies where I'm like, this is just purely for children. This is one of their definitely more childish Disney Channel originals.
Well, I mean, it wasn't horrible. Like,
I'm not saying it was horrible. I'm just saying it was for children.
I mean, yeah, it was kind of more for children. That is true.
It's
it
like,
wasn't.
and yeah, no, this is 2000. So yeah, this is just crazy shit.
And then up
Crazy.
When was that one?
Up and away. It's weird. I keep saying weird. I'm using it a lot, but that's how you describe most Disney Channel originals. Like most, Up and Away is about the superhero family.
Oh yes, I remember.
Yeah, it was the one about the superhero family. I dug that one because it was, one, original superheroes. Two, they were African American.
That is true. That was really cool that they were African American.
Yes,
really liked broccoli.
And, well, it gave them their superpowers.
I know, that's the thing. Like,
it gave them their superpowers.
Like, that's the thing.
And as a kid who loved Popeye and bought that spinach marketing and loved broccoli and spinach, I was just like, yeah. Like, that was just cool. That was just reaffirming. Because I had friends be like, because I would, like, in lunch, I would just, like, I trade, like, my whatever meat, well, it was usually pork, I trade some pork meat for people's broccoli without the cheese on it.
Oh, man. I mean, what was really cool was that, like, they were very imaginative with it, and
well,
it was kind of like...
Disney would later rip themselves off with The Incredibles,
yeah.
And not just The Incredibles, but No Ordinary Family, a sitcom.
Oh, yeah.
That was on ABC. Like Disney likes the idea of superhero families, and I'm not mad at them. Sky High as well.
That movie was so bad. Anyway.
I like Sky High. No, me and my friends used to watch Sky High in high school and flip through Gap catalogs and pick out items from the Gap catalog that were in Disney Channel movies, especially Sky High. It's a great lesson to learn how to dress extras and cast members in movies. There's a lot that can be learned from Sky High. I respect Sky High.
Anyway, this movie is one of my favorites that they made, The Color of Friendship, which is about 1970s apartheid in South Africa.
Yeah,
it's a really good movie, actually, for a TV movie, and I highly recommend people watch it.
I think it's okay as a person of color who grew up with this movie.
It's an interesting... So, the main concept is this... There's a foreign exchange student coming over, and this father... He was a congressman or a senator?
Senator.
Senator. So, the father is a senator, and so... Through the foreign exchange, this family from South Africa sends their daughter, who is white, to a black senator's family. Who...
And they just assume because she's from Africa...
that she'll be black. And she's assuming that since he's a senator and a man of position...
He's going to be white.
Yeah. So, it's sort of like that shock and awe of like, oh shit, we obviously we're on different wavelengths at this period in time.
Yeah, no, it's funny. It's amusing. I don't have any hate for it, but I have very little love for it because it is very much so race under that white lens.
Yeah, it definitely is. It's not...
It's very sanitized. It's very bland and generic for what it is, what the message is trying to give.
That's true.
But at the same time, I can't be too upset by it because it is a Disney Channel original and it is geared toward kids.
I mean, it's a very interesting way to talk about the topic, essentially.
Yeah. It's not the worst. It's not the worst way that topic has been broached in media history.
But at the same time, though,
it's not the worst film. It's not the best film. I give it a passing B if I'm giving grades.
I just thought it wasn't too bad.
Yeah, and I'm sure you thought it was fine, but you are a Caucasian American female.
That is true.
So you have a bit of a different perspective on race and race relations.
That's true.
Than I do, who is someone who is mixed race in America.
Yep. And then we have Ready to Run.
Yeah, it's another horse movie. Yeah.
That's the one with the jock.
This is the horse racing one.
Yeah, the girl who becomes a jock, and they find that the horse can race fastest with music in his ears.
Yeah.
And she's the only one that can talk to the horse.
Yeah, something like that. It's
a whole thing.
It's another horse whisperer.
It's like a Doolittle thing, you know, because the horse I know had its own voice.
I don't remember the horse speaking.
I swear to God, the horse had its own voice. I thought it was more
like an empathic connection, or maybe telepathy or something.
Nope. I swear he had his own, like, smarmy guy voice, like, that kind of, like, said retorts and was quirky.
That kind of makes me question this movie and want to watch it. I kind of want to watch it. And then, like,
I remember the main character, I think she was Latinx?
Latino?
No, Latinx.
Why are you adding an X?
Because then it applies to everybody. Latino is usually referenced into the male aspect. I swear it was Latinx.
Latina and Latinos.
But Latinx covers...
I've never heard Latinx.
Dude, have you watched fucking, like, it was mentioned on Gabriel Iglesias' show on Netflix. Because they go into a whole conversation about it.
We'll talk about this later.
Okay.
Next we've got Quince.
That one's where her family gives birth to 5 kids.
Oh yeah.
And they make a whole gimmick out of it.
Yeah, it's the 5 kids. I hate this movie. I honestly hate this movie.
It's a horrible movie.
This movie is what inspired, like, the whole teen moms and the 7 kids and counting culture. This movie...
The whole 7 kids and counting culture, that's the Christian sect of be fruitful and multiply. This movie had nothing to do with it.
No. This made it spread beyond the Christian populace. This made people be like...
Oh, I want more than, like...
I want more kids because it's gonna... I don't know.
I don't think it did. I mean,
I feel like it did.
I mean, it's basically about the oldest sister who, like, feels that she is being neglected.
Yes, because the parents, grandparents, everyone shows affection to the new babies.
Well, the parents are, like, trying to deal with 5 kids.
Yeah. And it's like, 5 kids. It sucks. It sucks. And the movie sucks.
It's a bad movie. It's not that good.
But hey, it's on Disney+. You can judge for yourself.
The Other Me. Now that one... Which one is that one?
I don't remember that one either. That's something. I don't remember, but why I researched that one. Let's go to My Mom's Got a Date with a Vampire.
That one's pretty funny. I actually liked that one. And that one has that guy from The Nanny.
Yeah.
He played the dad.
He played the vampire dude.
He plays the vampire who tries to kill the mom.
Who's trying to get with the mom.
Was it trying to get, or that it was like trying to kill her or make her a vampire?
Well, he's a vampire in his Disney Channel, but he's trying to date the mom. I mean, that in air quotes.
I thought, like, date meant that he was gonna suck her blood and kill her. And so the kids are, like, trying to...
That's what I believe it is. But maybe... Maybe
he was trying to make her a vampire.
But yeah, I know that... I think I remember there's another guy, who's a vampire hunter who... I don't know. It's weird, but that's got, what's his name in it? Andrew Lawrence.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. I've never been a big fan of Andrew Lawrence because he has such a punchable face. It's like, nothing against him. He's never done anything against
Are
to
you
me,
fucking kidding me?
But he just has such an adorable, punchable face.
You're weird. You're weird. You look at a guy's face and you're like, oh, well, he's punchable.
Yeah.
Gonna give him a little punch. You're weird. Anyway. And then,
Then, let's go back to The Other Me.
What is Ready to Run?
That was the horse one.
Oh, no, sorry, The Other Me, yes. What's The Other Me?
Yeah, it's a fucking performance art school shit, but he clones himself. Like, the kid clones himself through some weird fucking shit.
Oh, I remember. He tries to. Okay, he gets these sea monkeys.
Working with a kid.
Yeah, he gets these sea monkeys. He puts his
himself,
DNA in it.
Stirring this water
with his comb.
Yeah.
And he makes a clone. And then the clone, I think, like, can't even live beyond a certain point.
Yeah, he's like doing something. And he uses his dumb code. It's a dumb movie and he has a dumb punchable face.
I remember that one. Yes, I do remember that one. And then Phantom of the Megaplex. That's actually a good movie.
That is a good one.
That one's, it's a comedy. And it's
that one still plays to this day.
Yeah.
If that one, like, I've caught that in my adult years on Disney Channel.
That one is a
during
good movie.
the Halloween season, and I'm like, yes, I'm gonna watch this. Like, during that, like, 6 months we had cable, I definitely watched it during October.
And then we have The Other Me. Oh, no. The Ultimate Christmas Present.
Yeah, I don't remember that one.
That one I'm not familiar with either. But then we have Xenon the Sequel.
The sequel.
That one was awesome. Like, I absolutely adored the sequel to that.
It was fun.
Well, it was more action-y.
Yeah, no, it definitely had more thrills and chills. Like, it's one of those unintentional trilogies.
Yeah.
It's one of those unintentional trilogies. There wasn't a whole lot of planning. The first one was super fun, super smart, super inventive.
Yeah, and it was supposed to be like a one and done thing.
It was definitely one of those retro. Now it's a retro future view of the world.
Yes.
Now it's a view. Oh, it just reminds me of Elon's fucking tank.
Like,
just a retro futuristic vision of the world.
Oh god, like, no, what I really liked about it, about the thing in general, was like there was different cultures. Like, there was people up in space.
It wasn't homogenous and white.
Yeah, and like
I could definitely say that about this Disney property.
Well, what was nice about it was that, like, it was very diverse in the spaceship in general, and when she went down to Earth, it got less diverse.
Yes, when she came down to Earth
to go to the school, and so it's really interesting. You see the different aspects of it.
Yeah, no,
I feel like they were definitely inspired by Gene Roddenberry.
Yeah, and I freaking love Roddenberry, and I want a scant. But yeah, I absolutely loved it, missed it. It was dope.
But the sequel was really fun, and then we have Motocross, which is basically a retelling of a Shakespeare play, essentially.
Isn't it a little bit Taming the Shrew and
No, it's not Taming of the Shrew. It's As You Like It.
Oh yeah, that actually makes sense now I'm thinking about it.
And there's a lot of different movies that have.
It's a recycled plot.
It's a recycled plot, but like it's kind of, it really takes from that one. This one is about a girl who pretends to be her brother because they're twins. They're fraternal twins. Yeah. And they look very similar. So she cuts her hair short and pretends to be him because she's actually good at motocross.
Yeah, but it's a guys only motocross league.
So her mom goes with her because her dad doesn't like it that she wants to be a motocross person.
Yeah, no, this is the funny thing about it is, like, so they're both named Andy. Like,
yeah, and
the boy is Andy, the girl is Andrea.
Yep.
Andrea. And so she enters as Andy, Andi.
Yeah, Andy for short.
Yes, and I was like, it is so genius. It is so fucking genius. Because, yeah, eventually she does get found out, like these stories go.
Yeah.
And everyone's just like, well, what? She entered under her name.
Yeah, like, she wasn't lying. Like, everyone was just assuming that she was her brother. And, like, I think one of my favorite parts was when she meets her, like, the guy that she's supposed to, like, be in love with eventually.
Yeah.
And, like, he makes note of the nail polish on her fingernails. And he's like, oh, yeah, the vibration of, like, she goes, yeah, the vibration of the thing, I don't feel the vibrations when they're painted. Like, she just says that, and he's like, dude, it's cool if you, like, paint your nails, he goes. As soon as you're waiting, half of these guys will be painting their nails. You know? And I was like, that is so dope. Like,
that is so dope.
Like no other guy, like, tells a guy, yeah, you can paint your nails. Like, that's no biggie. Like,
yeah. See, and
like, that's super cool.
Yeah,
like,
no, and that was definitely reaffirming for me.
Yeah.
And back in middle school, because I was super into, like, AFI and punk and horror punk specifically.
Yeah.
And so I did, like, paint my nails and wear black, and people swore up and down I was a goth. So yeah, I love that movie as a kid. I would love to watch that movie tonight, but I can't.
And then we have The Luck of the Irish. That one's a really fun one.
That one is super fun because I remember this. It's about a fucking white basketball player who's of Irish descent,
and his mom is a leprechaun.
Yes, they're really leprechauns. It's so hilarious and dumb.
And if you and the luck of the Irish is on a coin, and if you take the luck away, then they turn into their original leprechaun form.
Yes. Excuse me, sorry, I had a yawn. It is fun, and it definitely made me give a little more respect to Larry Bird.
Well, like, it was a fun show, and, like, not only that, I really liked the fact that, it was kind of, like, it kind of took a bit from lore. However, though, they did credit a white guy with the making of potato chips. For some fucking reason, even though he's technically a leprechaun. A black guy invented potato chips, just to let you guys know.
What?
Yeah, no, so, like, his grandfather, is the head of this potato chip factory.
Oh, you're talking about the movie.
Yeah, of this potato chip factory.
Oh,
and he says that he's old enough. He's like, if I hadn't done this, and his friend goes, who's black, by the way? His black friend asks him this. And she's like, what? You invented the first potato chip? Then you'd be, like, hundreds of years old. And then there's, like, this pause, and she's just like, what? Like, yeah. So.
I don't remember that minor subplot.
I have a weird memory. I can remember.
No, that's fine. I just don't remember that. Like,
now that I look back on it, I'm like, wow, that scene, like, someone did not research how potato chips are made.
Of course they didn't. You can't expect people to do research for a Disney Channel original.
It'd be kind of cool if we had, like, black Irish leprechaun.
I don't know. So yeah, that's funny. I actually didn't. It's a good movie in my opinion. It gets a solid passing B.
It's a good movie. Just saying.
The next movie is Hounded, which stars Todd Morey, Tia and Tamara's little brother, who I was a big fan of in the
Yes, I remember that
2000s.
one. And Shia LaBeouf is in that too. He plays the antagonist.
Yeah, Shia LaBeouf, an early even Stevens. Shia LaBeouf plays the protagonist.
Wow, I feel so fucking old right now.
Yeah.
Is Shia LaBeouf's my age, I think. Or is he like a year or two older than me? Like
I don't really know. I'll look into Shia LaBeouf later.
But no, yeah.
I know. My therapist was like, because I was telling him about being in stage crew in high school and graduating or leaving my high school in 2007 and having my keys to the school for almost a whole year before turning them in. It was like. I gave him back in 2008. And he was just like, oh wow, I feel old. But yeah, Hounded was a good movie. Shia LaBeouf is crazy these days.
Well, he's an artist. Like, he's a legit artist.
Being an artist does not mean you have the best excuse for being crazy. Now, the next one is a fun one.
The Jenny Project.
The Jenny Project, which I really like Jenny Project. And it's why I know what little ASL I do. It's about a chimpanzee who signs.
Yes, okay, that's what I was like. I couldn't remember it.
It's super adorable. I'm gonna use that word. It's super adorable. It's a monkey signing. I shouldn't say monkey because it's a chimpanzee, and monkeys and chimpanzees are two completely different species.
I remember that one. That one was a sweet movie.
Yes, it's a one that tugs at heartstrings.
It definitely does.
It definitely does. But yeah, the next one is Jumping Ship. It's with the Lawrence brothers.
Yes, now that one
also known as Horse Sense 2.
Yes, it's the sequel to Horse Sense, and this adds in the third brother, who's the middle brother between the two.
Yeah, the three.
And the middle brother, you'll know him through Boy Meets World. He plays Eric's roommate when they get into college. But it's a fun movie. I liked it. But the thing is, it's more actiony because they run into pirates in this movie.
Yeah, it's modern day pirates too.
Yeah, it's like not like swashbucklers, but like modern day.
I don't know. It's like the Lawrence brothers. I don't know. Something about the 90s. There was something about promoting families. I mean, it's still families because you got the Hemsworth family.
Yeah, but like
and you got the Amell boys.
Well, the 90s was kind of like the last age of like packaging families in general.
Well, I mean, that was kind of the beginning of packaging families. I mean, you've kind of always packaged families because you've got...
They've always packaged families because, like, the Partridge Family and shit like that, and, like, the Brady Bunch.
Well, yeah, that was, like, the 60s, 70s.
Exactly, and they kept doing that, but, like, the 90s is kind of, like, the last year where...
Well, yeah, the 90s, we had the Olsen twins. We had the Maris, Tia, Tamara, and Taj.
Yep.
We had the Lawrences. We had Hanson.
Yes.
We had all these families. Everyone was
have a lot of and then like the Jonas Brothers was like the last one of those Disney families. And then Disney just kind of stopped after that. After the Jonas Brothers kind of dissipated.
Well, they stopped, but then the others picked up the slack because Stephen Amell, his brothers Robbie Amell, and there's another Amell brother I'm forgetting.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, Robbie actually had that show. The Tomorrow People that lasted one season, which I really liked that show. I watched every episode of that show 3 times.
Okay.
So yeah, Jumping Ship.
And then the Poof Point, that one was... It had the guy from Smart Guy. What's his fucking face?
Taj Mari.
Taj Mari, and then a girl, and then like, their parents are scientists, and this experiment goes wrong, and so they start to go back age-wise. And so, like, they act from teenagers to, like, fucking toddlers and stuff like that.
Oh, yeah,
and they have to, like, stop before the Poof Point, otherwise they're gone.
Yeah, I remember that one. That one was...
It was an interesting one.
I don't know. I probably watched it once. It's not one of those ones that I filed away and put close to my heart.
It wasn't the best, but, like...
Even though I followed Taj's career wherever it went for some years. But yeah, after that we've got Halloween Town 2.
Calabar's Revenge.
Again, another fun one.
Yes, that one is a good one. And then 'Twas the Night.
That was one of their Christmas movies.
Was that the one with, like, the uncle who's, like, technically a criminal or whatever, and, like, he helps Santa Claus, and then, like, Santa Claus gives him, like, a electric guitar at the end of it? Like a really expensive electric guitar.
Yeah, that's the one about...
I think that was 'Twas the Night. Like, I might be wrong.
Well, yeah, no, 'Twas the Night. It's about a 14-year-old boy and his uncle helping Santa Claus.
Oh, never mind then. I must be thinking of a different movie.
A 14-year-old boy and his uncle jeopardize Christmas when they take Santa's sleigh for a joyride.
That is 'Twas the Night.
Yeah,
and then the uncle... Yep, that is the one. Yep.
I vaguely remember it, but I feel like the Santa Claus was back in theaters again with Tim Allen.
I think the sequel was out.
No, not the sequel, because there was a time where they re-released it.
Oh, yes, they re-released it in theaters.
I mean, as a kid, I remember seeing the Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Not the sequels, just the first one. 3 separate times in theaters.
Oh yeah, no, like I remember
multiple years apart.
I remember seeing like Beauty and the Beast like a couple times.
Yeah.
When I was younger, because they would replay the shit a lot.
That's how it was. Like, I don't know. Movies used to get more time in theaters.
I mean, I even saw like a whole like I remember when we had the Regal Cinemas in Brooklyn Center. It's not there anymore, but when they first came around, they actually had like this thing where they showed old movies, and I saw the entire movie of Gone with the Wind.
Oh, nice.
With an intermission, so we were able to like get up and like get shit and come back. They didn't skip it over. That was actually pretty awesome. And then we also saw Wizard of Oz too.
Yeah, no, it's like I miss small theaters. I miss $5 triple features.
Yeah.
I miss like $5 triple features or regular price ticket triple features for old movies from the 70s. Like, I miss that. But next we've got Double Teamed.
Now that one is about a pair of twins who used to play professional basketball.
Yeah.
I don't know if they still do, but at the time they did.
Well, yeah, and one of them wanted to play basketball so they could train in the off season.
Yeah.
Like, I remember some of the plot because I actually really enjoyed that one because it was
about basketball.
It was about basketball and volleyball.
Okay, yeah.
And it was just like, and girls volleyball was really big in 2001.
That's true. I remember that. I did volleyball too myself.
Like, volleyball in general was really big in 2001. Like, middle school gym class, high school gym class.
And then we had Cadet Kelly, which is a Hilary Duff movie.
Yes. But before both of those, there was 3 days.
Yes, 3 days.
I skipped 3 days, which is something I don't really remember anything about.
What's it about?
A literary agent whose marriage is on the rocks is given a chance to relive the last 3 days with his wife. That's kind of, that might be in the wrong section. Because that seems really heavy for a Disney Channel original movie. That is
super heavy. Are you sure that's like not in a...
I think that might be in the wrong section.
I feel like I've seen it, but not on Disney. Do they own shit from Lifetime or something? Oh, they own... It's Saban. Saban Entertainment. The Power Rangers company made this movie. That is super fucking heavy.
Yeah, that just sounds super heavy. Oh, wow, it was a part of ABC Family's 25 Days of Christmas. It was an ABC Family original. That's
where I saw it. Yeah.
Okay, guys.
That's not Disney.
Well, Disney owns ABC Family.
Well, yeah, okay, you know what I mean, though.
And they've owned them since ABC Family was a thing.
Yes. But it wasn't on Disney Channel.
Still a Disney original.
Whatever, anyway. Cadet Kelly.
Cadet Kelly.
That one was Hilary Duff's.
That was Hilary Duff and what's her name? Ren Stevens.
What's her fucking name?
Why can't I not think of Ren Stevens?
I can't remember. She was cool though. I actually liked her. She was a good actress.
She's an even better voice actress.
Yeah.
And unfortunately she had a short-lived music career, but I mean honestly, her biggest problem was she was just another bland white girl singing.
Yeah, Disney tends to try to do that. They always try to make their actors sing.
And it's like, once you stopped doing it as a Disney artist and picked up a guitar, it was more balanced, I felt. More fun.
I mean, she's a great actress. And then we have the Scream Team. Now that one...
No, before the Scream Team.
Oh, Gotta Kick It Up.
Gotta Kick It Up.
That one was a great one. That one is competition cheerleading. I was in Comp Squad.
Yeah. That's the one about the boy that joins, right?
What? It's the Latinas. They all join cheerleading.
Yeah, that's the early American Ferrera. That was one of American Ferrera's, who some of y'all should know as Ugly Betty. There we go, Ugly Betty. I never watched Ugly Betty. I've been told by so many so many so many people who aren't women that I should watch Ugly Betty.
It's not a bad show.
Yeah, after that we got the Scream Team.
Yes, the Scream Team. It's been a while since... That one I can't remember.
I don't even remember that one either. Like, it's like a lot of these coming up I don't really remember. Like, The Confession, You Wish. I kind of remember Get a Clue.
I remember Get a Clue. That had Lindsay Lohan in it. True Confessions, that was the one about, the brother who is cognitively slow. And she makes a documentary about him. And it's like their relationship.
Okay, that's, yeah.
I'm like pretty sure.
No, I believe you. Oops. But yeah, so things are like, Disney Channel, Disney in general, they made a lot of movies. They made a lot of movies.
Wait, you don't have that one movie they had.
What?
This one was like at the start, like around Brink time. I think it was earlier. It was or it might have been around the late 2000s. It was like Katherine Heigl's very first movie ever. And it's her and her sister do like a full body swap because they both wished on a shooting star at the same time to be each other.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. I don't know. I don't have much to say about Katherine Heigl because it's like, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. And I don't have anything nice to say about her. Like,
she's an idiot. Anyway. Then we have You Wish.
Yeah, You Wish. That's one of those kind of heartfelt movies. Like, it's definitely aimed. It's like when an older brother wishes his annoying younger brother would disappear, and he does.
Yep, and then
he doesn't really get exactly what he wants, but you know.
Yeah.
It's just one of those things. It's like, careful what you wish for.
And then Get a Clue, that one has Lindsay Lohan in it. And this was before Mean Girls. She was actually quite young in that.
No, this is 2000. This is before Mean Girls, but post Parent Trap.
Yeah. And she plays this, like, know-it-all rich girl who runs an advice column.
Yeah, no. This is one of those interesting ones that it actually premiered on ABC Family.
That is true, it did.
It premiered on ABC Family and then made its way over to Disney Channel.
And it had that one hit.
It's like, I wish they had did more of that shit. Like, I don't know. I mean, they have that free reign and they're more liberal with it. But yeah, Get a Clue is like, it's just about some gossip column bullshit.
Well, yeah, and then she ends up outing, like, her teacher who's, like, on the run. And, like, it's that same guy who was the father
I feel like
and the nanny.
This inspired Gossip Girl.
Yeah, I think it did. I definitely think so.
Okay,
it makes sense.
Interesting side note to Gossip Girl. I watched the whole first season of that back in the day on one of those MTV day marathons.
Oh my god.
Like,
I'm judging you so harshly right now.
I don't care. I'm a brony. You think I care?
Sweetie, I'm a Pegasister. I don't give a shit either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just not something I would watch, but...
Yeah, well...
It's not it's not like I didn't give it a try. Some people were like, oh, you should definitely check it out. And I'm like, okay.
I mean,
It wasn't my
it
thing.
just depends on if you care about gossip or not.
I don't.
And dramas built around gossip.
I don't.
But yeah, next up is a Ring of Endless Light. Huh. This is interesting. Because I don't remember this one either.
I don't remember that one either. And then we also have Right on Track?
Yeah, that's about the runners.
Oh, yeah. And then we have the Even Stevens movie.
Oh, yeah. God,
That one was a good movie.
I
I'm
feel like that
surprised
was later than 2003, but
No,
that was my freshman year.
And then I think there was a sequel to it, I think.
Well, no, the thing about the Even Stevens movies was that was the end of the show.
You're right.
That was the show finale.
Yes, that was what it was. That was the last thing of the show.
It's like
I remember
the older brother was graduating and supposed to be going off to college.
Yeah, Ren
was going to be a senior.
And then Lewis
was supposed to grow the fuck up.
Well, he got more mature.
He got more mature, more serious. More actually, like, kind of suave. Like, they kind of made him a bit, like... Because I remember he was macking on some island chick.
Well, like, that and, like, Well, I mean...
Or trying to.
It was interesting because, like, Steven, like, if you're familiar with the show, he has, like, this reputation of, like, being the goofball kid who always ruins everything.
I mean, yeah.
Like, that's
Shia LaBeouf.
That's his thing. So, like, in the movie, they're constantly using him as a way to, like, trigger this drama. Essentially.
Yeah. I mean, my favorite part about it, and this is a big spoiler for the Even Steven movie that came out in 2003. They're on a game show.
Well, they don't realize they're on a game show.
They don't know they're on a game show, yes. They don't know they're on a game show. What's his name? Tim Meadows.
Yep.
He was also in Mean Girls, but he was also from SNL in the 70s, 80s.
Yeah, he's on it.
He's in it. It's great.
Uncle Joey from Full House is in it.
Oh, yeah.
And, like, the main premise is Steven's friend sells them out to this company, and the company tricks them saying, like, oh yeah, we have an all expenses paid trip to this island, and has all these, like, natives on it, and so you're gonna, like, have, like, this all exclusive paid trip and everything. And it's like a big trick, essentially.
Yeah. It would go on to inspire Survivor and shit. Actually, I think Survivor had just started around this.
Survivor had just started, so this was an inspiration from that.
So next isn't really a Disney Channel original movie, because this actually did get a cinematic release. I don't know how or why.
The Lizzie McGuire movie was way popular. Like,
Lizzie McGuire herself was super popular. I watched Lizzie McGuire, but then again, I watched most of this shit.
I liked Lizzie McGuire because I liked the little, like, drawn character, like, inside her head.
Yeah, no, I definitely had some spank fantasies to Lizzie McGuire, to Hilary Duff.
But yeah, no, I thought the movie was kind of cute, and, you know, it wasn't the worst thing in the world.
I remember her and Gordo finally kissed.
Yep.
And I remember them joking about gelato, and gelato being water-based. And I was just like, why? Why is this in this movie?
I mean, it wasn't bad, but it was just kind of like... Bad. It's just very cliche, you know.
I just don't understand how it got a theatrical release. Even as big as she was...
I mean, they made a shit ton of money off of it, so...
Well, yeah, and they actually spent the money on the budget. But, I mean, respect to Lizzie, Gordo, Miranda, wherever you are.
I mean, they're gonna have the sequel series on Disney+. You do know that, right?
I didn't, I remember, I just didn't want to remember.
Oh my fucking god. Anyway.
I watched 30 seconds of Fuller House.
I mean, believe me, I kind of want to get Disney Plus too because of the low-key show. I really, really love Tom Hiddleston to a weird point, and I really want to watch him play low-key.
Well, tell you what, because, I mean, they're doing the weekly thing with the original shows, so I mean, around the time of Loki would be a good time to sign up because Mandalorian should be wrapped up.
Yeah, and then.
But unfortunately, by the time Loki comes around, it probably won't be as cheap.
I just
because
I don't.
Loki is still about a year plus out.
I know, and like they have good price. Anyway, let's just focus on the rest.
So yes, next we have Right on Track. It's this is a fun one too, but again, this is another Lily White one. It's about two sisters and their competitiveness in NASCAR racing.
Oh yeah.
On the track. Like,
I remember that. That's
Right on Track.
And then we have Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. That one was a really cool one.
Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off. That was fun.
Because it really talked about like gender roles as a whole in the movie. And like the basic premise is it's this baseball kid whose father's a coach, but he really wants to cook.
Yeah,
that's the basic premise of the movie. He wants to cook.
I feel like that's the premise of a lot of Disney Channel movies. It's like,
oh yeah, like they want to do
like
this.
Jock does X sport, now Jock does X activity.
Yeah, that's true. That is very true.
Like, that's kind of like their constant running. But the next one is one of my favorites, which again I feel like is later. Like 2003, we had Raven Symone and Cheetah Girls, which I love the Cheetah Girls, but mostly because they became a backdoor revival for 3LW.
Yeah.
Because 3LW was like one of my favorite
in like the late 90s, yeah.
Late 90s, early 2000 R&B girl groups. I wish they were bigger than Destiny's Child at a point.
They, like, 3LW wasn't, like, they were a good band. I like them.
They were good, but I don't think they had the work ethic that Beyonce and Beyonce's team had.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I definitely loved it. I'm so happy that 2 out of 3 members went on to be Cheetah Girls.
And then Full Court Miracle.
Yeah, that's a basketball one.
Now that one is about the guy who coaches a basketball team from a Jewish school, right?
Yeah. It's about there's this, I remember that one quite well. There's this it's basically Mighty Ducks, but with basketball.
Essentially,
and the coach is black, teaching basketball at a Jewish school.
Yep.
Or a Jewish community center, one of the two.
I think it's like a school or community, either one. And then he gets, like, he helps them improve so much, like, he gets the attention.
Well, yeah, he gets them to actually be good at basketball and win.
Yeah. And
also gives them that confidence and swagger. Like only a black coach can give a Caucasian team. But yeah, that's a fun one. Young Black Stallion, another horse movie. Damn, we're only up to 2003, and we've had a lot of horse movies. Like
Disney and the fucking horse movies.
Right. Yeah, that's so crazy. We're only up to 2003, and I think we're running long, so I think I'm gonna stop at the end of 2003.
I hate so much.
Like,
Jesus Christ.
Disney, you've done it.
God damn it! Again, this is why. It's so much.
It's like that's just it. They've had years.
It's like a nostalgia overdose. It's just nostalgia, like being forced into my vein.
Disney literally has nearly 100 years of content they can just shove down our throats.
It's
so ridiculous.
So fucking much.
But yeah, we have Young Black Stallion, and that one is another horse movie.
Oh my fucking god.
And god damn it, this has been long. This has been grueling.
And there's still more movies, you guys. Because there's 2004 and 2005.
There's 2004 to now.
Okay, so like, just to give you guys a thing, give me 1 second. I'm gonna look.
Yeah, no, this is so dumb. This is so fucking dumb, Disney. You've broken the world. You've broken media. You started the streaming wars.
Yes, like and this is the thing. Disney is like the ultimate fucking troll.
Like they're the ultimate media conglomerate. Because let's not get it twisted. They are a multimedia conglomerate.
Like, with all the movies we've gone through, we still have to go through the original movies. We still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We have 14 more movies to talk about. And this is just the original movies on Disney Channel. They did about 4 movies a year on their original series.
I mean, yeah, that's just up in the 2008.
That's like 1 movie every like 2 months, I think.
I mean, yeah, it's like, for real, they will release 4 or 5 movies a year on Disney Channel.
And then they have their own shit.
Yeah, on top of releasing 2 animated features, not including Pixar. So you have 2 animated features, 1 Pixar movie a year.
And then they have at least...
And then, I mean,
4
in live action movies, they release 3 live action movies a year.
Yep.
Pretty consistently since the 70s.
God damn it. Disney, you gotta stop.
Disney.
Like, I'm just putting it, you just gotta stop. You gotta let pulp culture breathe a bit. We gotta digest this shit, because this is so fucking much.
So fucking much.
And then you own so much more. This is the scary shit.
Well, yeah, and it's like,
I mean, this is the stuff this is all the shit they've created.
And that's just it. It's like, so quick little history on ABC Family.
Oh fuck.
Okay, so before it was ABC Family, it was Fox Family.
Mm-hmm.
And Fox Family only existed because I forget her name right now, but the woman who was in charge of programming for Fox Kids.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
She had the genius idea of creating a network for Haino Saban, the man who brought us Power Rangers, who brought us the Japanese Sentai and gave us the Power Rangers.
Yeah.
His own TV network. And so
that was, yeah.
So all those shows are now owned by Disney because Disney bought Fox Family in the early 2000s, which is so funny. They bought Fox Family and now they own Fox. They own Fox.
Well, they don't own Fox News. They own everything
Fox.
Fox.
They don't own Fox News and Fox Sports.
Because Chump made sure to call about that.
Yes, yeah. Disney does not own Fox News. They do not own Fox Sports. There's a few other Fox things that they don't own. But
just like I mean, like, and this is the thing.
They're minor in the grand scheme of things. They're minor in the scheme of streaming media. It would be nice if I could get. I don't know. They've got the Hulu bundle, and I just really want the live TV, but not live TV, but I want the sports bundle. I really want my football.
He means soccer, people. Don't get too excited.
It is football in every country but this one.
Anyway, thanks for listening. We'll try to do a part 4 if you guys are interested. Please leave a comment to let us know.
Yeah. We
are sluts for comments, so leave a comment. Please, won't you be so nice?
Yes. Thank you. Have a good night. Deuces. Like, comment, subscribe, share. And stay high, stay fly.